This is the solution for the 4W design. It's also the men's version, the 4WSL, sorry, the men's version 4WSM, and the ladies version, the 4WSL. This ring consists of 4 bands, 2 top crossing bands and 2 outside bands. I'm going to take the ring apart and you'll be able to identify them when they're separated from each other. So the easiest way to see which bands are which is you're going to have 2 sets. The 2 top crossing bands and then the 2 outside bands. The 2 top crossing bands are pretty unique. What you have is you have one smooth band here, and then one, when you run your finger across it, you're going to feel this dimple that's right here, and that's going to be the band that crosses underneath. I'm just going to let these go so we can identify the outside bands. I got lucky, they got into the position I needed them to. You can see the outside bands have sort of this prominent angle to them, and for this step you want to make sure they're in this exact position, facing out from each other, or how I also like to describe it is into the shape of a diamond. Now what I want to do is I want to make sure that they drop to the same side. If one drops to one side and the other drops to the other side, they're not going to be in the correct position. So I'm just going to let them go and let them drop to the same side. And I prefer to work with the ring face down. Now the trick about this design is that these bands, they're already twisted into each other. So what I like to do is I just take this dimple band, because it really doesn't serve a purpose, it's just kind of, it's my placeholder for now, and I put it in my left hand because this smooth band is going to, the one that doesn't have the dimple is going to be the one that's doing the work. So now this is going to be a little bit of trial and error. What you want to do is you want to kind of lock them to each other, turn it counterclockwise so you can see it kind of traps them, and then you rest them onto each other. And what happens is it makes a really nice smooth figure 8. 9 times out of 10, when you get to this point, your widest angle is going to be on your right side. But just in case you don't know, or you would like to know which one's the widest angle, the way you identify that is you look at this part right here. You can see that it's going to be farther out than this point right here. So you know that this one is your widest angle. So I'm going to take it again face down, make sure it's on top of the other band, turn it into the figure 8, and fold it down. Turn the whole ring around, take my final band, turn it into the figure 8, and see it's kind of like a hinge on a door, and it just kind of closes the door. And there you have the solution for the 4W design.